Hey guys, it's Amber. So today I'm going to be doing my pregnancy update. So if you haven't seen my first video, I will link that, and it is my trying to conceive and my first trimester. And today I'm going to be talking about my second trimester. And so we'll just go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so when I started my second trimester, I was really excited thinking that I was going to start feeling a lot better, and it did take a couple weeks before I started feeling better. I know for some people, right when they hit like 13 or 14 weeks, it's like boom, suddenly the nausea and stuff is gone. And mine was just like a slow progression. Like I slowly started feeling better. Every day I could do a little bit more. My anxiety and some of the other things that I was feeling started to lessen, and it just felt like day by day, just kind of a gradual strength increasing and feeling overall just better. So my food aversions pretty much went away. I felt like I could basically eat anything I wanted, and that was so nice because it was just so hard to not feel like I could eat stuff. One thing that was different in the second trimester than my last pregnancy is when I was pregnant last time, it was 5 years ago, I had a horrible rosacea outbreak, and it was so bad that not only was my whole face just flushed right here, that I actually had like a rash, like the rashy red bumps. And for those of you who have rosacea, you understand if you've ever had a horrible outbreak like this. And it was like covering my face all over, and then it actually started going down the side of my neck right here. And it was so bad that I actually went to a doctor's appointment, and I wasn't wearing makeup. And my doctor was like, "Oh, honey, what is happening?" And I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "I'm writing you a referral to a dermatologist." And that's when I got diagnosed with rosacea and knew what was going on with my skin. That was my first huge flare-up. I'd always had redness. That was the first time I'd ever been diagnosed. And I don't know if it's just from what I've been using, but I have not had that in any way. I have not had huge acne outbreaks. I haven't had major flushing. My skin has been doing really good, and I'm so thankful for that because it was seriously so hard. You already are feeling uncomfortable, and you're starting to get bigger, and you're just like your clothes aren't fitting, and then to look in the mirror and be like, "And my face looks like pizza." It's just not a good feeling. So I was really grateful that that was doing so much better. So in my second trimester, I really started popping out a little bit, which was nice because it wasn't like, you know, people were like, "What's going on? Are you pregnant? Are you not pregnant?" And then when I was about 20 weeks, I actually decided to share the news. And so I started telling my friends and family. That's when I posted my video about being pregnant and just kind of telling the world that I was expecting. And it was to the point now where people were starting to wonder. Most of the time when I told people, they're like, "I was wondering if you were pregnant." And that's when I started telling my clients, and that's when I made the decision whether I should stop working or not. And so a lot of it happened right around that 20-week mark. And that's also when I found out what I was having. And for those of you who don't know, it's a girl. And we do have a name picked out, but just for my personal preference, I don't share my kids' names. But I decided on a little nickname for her. So her nickname is going to be Miss E. And so that way when I'm like talking about my kids or whatever, I can be like Missy, like, I don't know, I just thought that was cute. So that way if you guys have any questions about her, you know what you can call her, but I probably will show some sneak peeks of her once she's born. I don't do a lot of stuff with my kids on my channel. I'm not like a mommy based channel, but once in a while you guys see them because they pop in here or there, and that's fine. And I will show you guys because I know so many of you are probably wondering what she looks like when she's born. So now I think I'm 29 weeks. I think this next week I'm gonna go into my 30th week, which is crazy. That means I have 10 weeks left, which basically means 8 weeks left, just because I kind of count on having my baby early because I had my last two weeks early. So I'm kind of just planning on that, and if I go full term, that's totally fine. I just want to be prepared. That's kind of like the thing, like must have everything done by that date. Of course, you know, anything can happen at any time, but anyhow. So I have been doing a lot better. I think you guys could tell that I was a lot happier. I felt like I had my spark back, and it was so nice of so many of you to say like, oh, you look like you're doing great, and just your positive comments really helped me feel better. And when I was feeling better, it was great to hear that it was showing in my videos that you guys could tell that I was doing much better than I was before. So one thing I have struggled with a little bit is just some dry skin, and I showed this in my what I brought to camp video, but some of my saving graces have been this super rich foot cream. I've really had itchy legs, and also now that my stomach's getting bigger, I have been using my tummy butter, and this stuff is so good. It's like super thick and creamy, and you can just like slather it on. Kind of makes your belly greasy, but honestly, if you get itchy skin, it's like, I don't even care. A lot of times I would get like so itchy on my back, and like it was like a nightly routine. I'd be like, honey, will you scratch my back? And he's like, yes. Like he was just waiting for it, and like just kind of would always scratch my back, and it would just felt good. So I tried to exfoliate and just moisturize as much as possible, and that was so nice. I've really tried to stay away from taking like hot baths and stuff like that, just because I know that, you know, hot baths, hot tubs and stuff like that isn't good for you when you're pregnant. And I've just, you know, tried to be really good about what I eat and not eating things I'm not supposed to eat, like, you know, like lunch meat and unprocessed cheeses and like unpasteurized things and things like that. I've been sticking to what my doctors recommended for food. So far, I've only bought one outfit, which was actually the outfit that I bought to bring her home in. So I'll insert a picture of that so you guys can see. I got that from Carter's. And then the other outfits I've gotten have just been like odds and ends from friends and from family. I've gotten hand-me-downs for my sister, and I am going to have a baby shower at the end of July. One of my old neighbors that was like a second mom to me growing up, she offered to do it for me, which I didn't expect anyone to give me a baby shower because this isn't my first baby, but she really wanted to do it, especially since it's a girl and it's my third baby, so a lot of things are worn out. So I was really grateful for that. So that's going to be happening at the end of July. And I kind of wanted to see what I ended up getting because I didn't want to overbuy. And that's the thing. It's like when with your first baby, you always think like you need so much. And then you realize like they basically live in pajamas and onesies and like leggings. And you're like, I don't need all these fancy going out outfits because I just don't go that many places. Like I'm home, and even now more so I'm going to be home so much that it's like, you know, having a handful of cute outfits to wear is great, but it's like I don't need 20 outfits that are cute, like super fashionable outfits at 3 months. Like, does that make sense? I'm trying to be more conservative in my shopping and buying, but at the same time, when they're a newborn, even though they only wear that stuff for a month, you can go through like 3 or 4 jammies in like an hour. So the other thing we've been working on is, I mentioned we got the boys moved downstairs, and I'm going to be painting Miss E's nursery a white on the top with gray on the bottom. We have a little bit of a chair rail in there. My mother-in-law is making a quilt and curtains for the nursery, and so I have little fabric samples that she sent to me so I could match stuff when I'm out and about. So I'll show you these. So the quilt is actually going to be like a pinwheel quilt. And so it has this little blue polka dot, this little green gingham, and this, it's like little cherries, red and white and pink, and then this pink floral, which is kind of like the base of the quilt, which I just love so much. So those are going to be the colors, greens and pinks, and then the one fabric with the pink has a touch of gray in there, so it'll kind of go with that. And so I'm just really excited. I'm excited to get the nursery ready. I'm excited to be working on these things, especially now that I'm feeling better. My next project is making sure I get my car seat ordered. I need to make sure I get this stuff with her room set up. I did go ahead and get a bassinet. I actually got one used on classifieds, and it had like never been used. Like the person selling it, they're selling it for $15, and they're like, oh yeah, this was at my grandma's house, and she only used it twice. And I was like, what? It's so cute. It's like white eyelet and it plays music, and I'm like, ah. Maybe once the baby's room's done, I'll do like a nursery tour or something. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that. But it'll probably be a while because I'm not even close since I'm here at camp. It might not be really done until after she's born, because I don't know if I'll have time to get it done beforehand. But it's okay because she'll be in our room for a little bit anyway, and then we can move her into her nursery afterwards. So I'll show you my belly really quick. So obviously I'm just starting my third trimester, so this is a little bit bigger than I was in my second trimester, but you know, overall I've got a nice belly going on, and it's nice to just feel pregnant but not be like huge yet. So we'll see how that ends up going. And overall I haven't gained too much weight. I think I've only gained like 15 pounds or something, and it's been nice because I don't notice like a lot of it in my face. You know, like I feel like my arms are pretty well the same. I have noticed it in my bottom half a little more, but what can you do about that? Gotta support that belly somehow. So I haven't gained too much, but I'm sure in the next month or two, that's when I'm gonna start putting on more weight. Kind of just happens like that with me. Kind of comes on all at once, but anyway, that's my pregnancy update. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will do another update in like a month and let you know how everything in my third trimester is going, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Maybe we should try to contour with that brown shade. I don't think it's gonna help. Oh my gosh, it's like a shining beacon.